It's like shoo and fuck. Shut the fuck up. Shh and fuck.
Shut the fuck
Up. Like what? Wait. Like what? It's gonna fall down and shit. Okay. So am I here with
Hola, señores.
Axel Maaw. We will talk about a little bit about your journey and what you're up to these days. What was the thing that made you inspired or wanted?
Hi, that's a beautiful thing.
Okay.
When I was before live in the other group, I was saying that abilities and passion. Well, I had ability, which definitely I have. Luckily, I have more than one ability.
When you started out, when you lost your virginity, 16, you didn't have any, right?
What?
Ability with girls.
No. When I was 16, well, I did something because I had some girls that anyway wanted me, and I had but
you didn't know why
now.
No, they wanted you, but know why? Like why?
There is a thing. When I was young, since I am young, I was pretty face, angel face, blonde hair, blue eyes. I have one blue and one green. By the way,
I'm feeling it right now. Yeah. Like the way you say it, like
horny.
I'm feeling like to.
Confidence knowledge. So we were saying that when what was the thing?
When you wanted to coach or like
yes, the ability. I was talking about the ability, right? Exactly. So I felt that I had this kind of abilities, right? And I have people that was telling. I mean, when I say abilities, I don't. When we're talking about coaching, I'm not talking only about abilities of having success with women. Not talking about that. Not only about that. I'm talking also about explaining things to people. So I was a bartender for many years, for actually about 8 years. I was a bartender, shakers, cocktails and stuff. And when I was doing that, that definitely helps with all the things, our fair and everything, with people, communication and stuff.
Girls are like kind of like need more you than her because she needs her drink and everything. So it's like concrete.
It's an amazing thing, definitely. So just to become bartenders, if you want to have sex. And
not because you wanted to make the drinks, just because.
No, just because you want to have sex. And get the money. So the fact is that I was training every time they knew bartenders, waiters, runners, everything in the hospitality industry, right? And I was training them, and I was training from zero.
Okay.
And many of them, when I say many, I see some dozens of people or whatever. They told me, hey, some people tried to taught me what you just taught me, and I never got it. And you taught me, and I got it. Actually, super simple. It's so easy. But people usually, they have patience. They say, they use, weird words. They say half of the information. It reminds me, people that say half of the information usually are, this kind of forums. Actually, probably a lot, right? These forums about cyber things. That you want to do something in cyber, and there is always half of the information. There is never fucking full information. So you can take hours to do one thing, and eventually you have to press one button before, but they just don't do it because they assume that that you have to press that button before. So I guess they're pretty much I think most of the things they do the same.
That's a really good point you just did, because even a lot of guys that confuse, like, because some coaches can be good at get themselves laid or get results for them, doesn't mean exactly they're gonna do it for someone else.
Nope.
And that's actually a really good point, because a lot of people confuse that, like, oh, that guy's really good with girls, but if the guy doesn't have that relatability and empathy with someone else and understanding where they're coming from, where they're at, it's it's useless. It's useless. They're good. They're good for them. Yeah, it's useful for themselves.
They have sex maybe with 100.
Yeah, but still not useful as a coach. And a lot of people confuse both things.
Yeah.
So people told you that you had that ability to relate to other people and make them understand without like attack or make them feel offensive about
stuff like that,
teaching them.
Or teaching them in a way that they were actually understanding really the thing. Like, for example, in bartending, cocktails are one of the main things, right? And a cocktail like a mojito, it's actually super simple to do. But if you don't explain it in the right way, you're gonna do or a shitty mojito, or you will, well, mostly you will do it, but probably you will do a shitty mojito. Instead, if you want to do it a good one, you just have to have these ingredients. You put like this, and this in this order, like this much, this quantity. You mix it for this time, whatever. It takes much longer to explain the first time than actually do it. And then once you know it, then it's super. Right. So this is the same thing about game, life coaching, dating coaching, whatever. It's the same thing. It's like one thing is to be a good bartender. One thing is to be a good bartender for trainer, bartender, whatever. Yeah, the train another, whatever. You know, say a coach, bartender coach that train the new bartenders or the new people that enter and explain. For example, when I explain, for example, I love to teach and everything. So when I do it, people usually they listen to me, they understand me, they pay attention and everything. And then another thing that I understood with my experience that people that usually have more success, for example, one like Jackie.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good story, Jonathan. Because he did a program with us afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. I don't know much. It's just know that he did it.
Yeah.
And he was actually happy. But yeah, for example, Jackie has a thing that some other guys do and some other guys don't, which he listens.
Yeah, it's true.
That's a big difference between a person that will take a coach and will be successful.
He wants to learn. He wants to really learn.
Exactly. Yeah. When you listen, you're probably gonna do it. So, for example, Jackie had a lot of success with me, but he listened to me. And some other, they just think that they say they're listening, but they're not really listening. And when you don't really listen, it's the same thing about the mojito. If you don't really listen, I'm telling you a thing, and you're thinking whatever, oh yeah, I have to play PlayStation, I have to fuck that girl, whatever, and I'm teaching you how to do mojito, you will never understand. No, but I didn't get it. Whatever, yeah, but that is so whatever. And then of course patience and other qualities, of course, it's not that it's just listening and do whatever you want.
Yeah, being more present, like one person.
But start with listening. It really start with listening because you can see where sometimes you teach with people and they get distracted, they whatever.
I know that I've heard some cameraman here that
you get distracted.
You can't listen to like a
no pussy for 1 month.
Probably like it's like shock. But yeah, that's because I feel like because he lives with us and he takes us for granted. I think that happens to a lot of people because when people take something for granted, they kind of zoom out because it's always there for them, right? It's not scarce. It's not something that is like it's limited. So people like just because they take it for granted, they just like every time they don't actually are listening for that. That's why like coaching and paid coaching is important because people actually invest and then they get bought into that because they had to invest a lot of their money to actually do that.
Yeah.
And that makes them easier for them to listen.
Yeah.
When you're teaching.
That's true.
If you do it for free, then they maybe pay attention if they really want to learn, but most of them they'll just like.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really pro for the free things either. I mean, a little some knowledge, a little some value and stuff, definitely. But after a while, definitely.
Yeah, like giving value is good, but when it comes down to like really working personally with that person, then it has to be a little bit more investment from the free. It's like not usually people don't. It's not gonna happen anything. They're not gonna have the leverage to change.
Yeah.
If they don't pay.
Yeah.
They will not change.
Yeah, they really don't care. It's like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys. They do a lot of programs, but they kind of like this. Just want to be part of it. You know. I feel like they do coach with this guy, that guy. But in the end, they just kind of like they want to feel like they're changing, but they really not changing.
To belong in some.
Yeah, kind of belonging like in a group. You know, like kind of fitting in some spectrum. People want to fit in general, but like in this specific, it's a little more niched, different. So people want to like stand out, be different, and then fit in this niche. But a lot of guys, that's what I feel they want to fit in, but they don't want to really like change themselves, like who they are as a person. They want to.
Right, that can be a big problem. But
they're too attached to their current identity to like actually know what is needed to change.
If you want different things, you need to do
Yeah.
things. You want different things, you also do different
Do
things.
different things and think differently and act differently, for sure.
Definitely.